What's up fellow gamers, and today we have the Memoriapolis. The way this game fuses civilization, ESQ ideas such as wonders and edges into the natural and sprawling city builder is just spectacular. City building in Memoriapolis is easy to understand and simple to work with. Yet at the same time it doesn't feel like the game is playing itself for you. You're in control of how your city grows, but you don't have to worry about the fine details like road and traffic management. As you place down important buildings, the game will generate districts around them using the attraction system. The more interesting buildings you set up in the area, the more people will want to live there. And slowly, these districts will fill with residential purposes in a way that feels natural. However, any unattractive, noisy, and disruptive buildings will detract from the attraction level of an area, causing fewer people to want to live there and fewer districts to form. This system is organic and stands out from the other city builders, making the gameplay of the Memoriapolis feel truly special. Compared to other city builders, Memoriapolis have a very unique identity. The core idea is that the past shapes the future, hence the name. You can destroy old cultural buildings or districts, but you can evolve them and modernize them. The choices you make in early ages impact everything you do later on, and the passage of the time is a very relevant mechanic. You only have a limited amount of time in each age, and as each age passes, all buildings will deteriorate, forcing you to spend resources on the repair and once repaired, evolve. This can be a pretty tedious mechanic in my opinion, as it slows down the momentum and excitement of entering a new age. This is especially true if you love to build a lot of cultural buildings. Now the game does let you pick some key cultural buildings to save from deterioration as you enter a new age, and this number does scale depending on how many you build. However, you can very quickly get to a point where there's too many to repair them all. And while this does kind of make the sense given the game theme, this aspect feels artificial considering the fact that this repair cost for building is much higher than it was to build them originally, even to the point where repairing much more expensive than just building an equivalent building from the next age. But since you can remove them yet, they kind of just sit there as permanent stands in your city. The developers have stated they're open to the possibility of allowing circumstantial cultural building removal, but we'll have to see how that works out if implemented. This is only a minor issue and it's not so bad in the game endless mode as you get the infinite time to repair your buildings. Timescale, the game is way too fast. I fit all 3 ages in about 9 hours, and that's already double counting me restarting the game after I realized an hour in that and I wanted my city to lay out differently. If I had spent hours and hours building up my Antiquity town from a farming village to a cultural hub of 50k plus inhabitants with their flourishing trade, some important cultural buildings, then I want to be able to claim my wonder. And no, I wouldn't be bored by the end, and I would still be looking forward to the next stage. Also, why does building the Globe Theatre take 300 cycles for a tiny building, but my other huge but normal cultural buildings finish in a couple of dozen? Why would a cutting camp need to about a third of the building time to entire palazzo? It just doesn't feel right. My personal suggestions would be increase the area of the effect for all service buildings, make all residential districts larger in area, and make them have more people. In order to fit the needs of the citizens and their space, the map would need to be bigger and the resource deposits would have to be larger, or each resource unit would go a longer way, then make everything take longer except building wonders. Then I think I could really feel like I'm building an epic city through the ages. Despite the game having just come out recently, I've barely run into any bugs at all. It's a way more polished than any other early access games I've had experience with, and I appreciate that. Currently, the game only has the 2 of the 4 ages planned, and the second age is missing some content like a wonder and a few buildings. But the developers are hard at work and the remaining ages add the content revealed in the recent roadmap to be coming very soon. And since it's only in early access, and I'm very excited to experience the entire game once it fully releases, as well as each update along the way. 8 out of 10.